Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day here for today. We got ourselves a lot of stuff on the table in regard to the tropics as well as the overall severe weather. Storm Prediction Center has issued a severe threat level 3 out of 5 or an enhanced risk across portions here of southeastern Iowa and the portions here of western Illinois. The areas in orange is kind of like the smack dab bullseye here for where the most of the severe weather is expected as well as the most strong. Now, we do have some pretty interesting things for today. All hazards will be possible as we are going to discuss here. So, regardless across portions here of the dark green, the yellow, and the orange, those are the regions where severe weather is possible here for today. So those are the areas that we need to watch out for. Now, in regard to tornadoes, we do have a 10% risk that actually just got upgraded here. I just now starting to realize 10% risk here of tornadoes across the yellow. This is our greatest area of tornado potential for today, mostly across portions of southeastern Iowa here in the portions of western Illinois. 5% risk, a little bit lower of probability, but the tornado threat is still there all the way across the green here as well. For far east is Indianapolis, and as far west here is portions of southwestern Iowa. So those are the areas that we need to watch for tornadoes. Now, in regard to hail, hail is going to be the main concern for today, or one of the main concerns for today. 30% significant risk for some hail. We could see some large hail, possibly up to golf ball size or larger here for today. So definitely large hail is a big concern. If we take a look here at the significant hail risk, you can actually see this area that we're seeing highlighted is our main area for hail. These are the regions where we could see some very large hail. In regard to significant tornadoes, we actually have a significant threat across portions of the way where that 10% is located, basically saying, okay, some tornadoes could get pretty nasty. In regard to some of them being EF2 and higher is a possibility. So that is something that we are going to really need to watch out here for today. Like I said, we are going to be going live here later on this evening. I'm going to start a live stream at 1 o'clock. That way we can have the overall view of the nation here in regard to things. Because I'm going out of town, we're going to leave my stream running. When I come back, we're going to restart the stream, and then we are going to be giving you guys coverage sometime, I'd say around 8 o'clock or so. It really just depends on what time I get back here. So we do plan on doing coverage for you guys later on. Now, also in regard to hail, in regard to damaging winds here, let's go ahead and turn this back over here. Significant wind damage is not really expected, so most of the gusts are going to be remaining kind of around 60, 70 mile per hour mark. But in regard to the damaging winds, we do have a pretty large area here, stretching all the way from portions of southwestern Iowa and to portions here of eastern Indiana. So those are the regions that we have got to really watch out for damaging wind possibilities. 15% risk at most, basically saying you have a 15% chance of seeing some damaging winds every 25 miles. Alrighty, guys, so now we're moving on into the tropics, where we do have now Hurricane Fiona that's currently going on across portions here of the Caribbean. Currently, areas of Puerto Rico as well as the eastern Dominican Republic are getting absolutely slammed by the system. Those red areas that you do see here across portions of, once again, the eastern portion of the Dominican Republic as well as Puerto Rico, those are actually hurricane warnings. We are expecting hurricane conditions to unfold, which they are getting ready to, if not already, starting to cause those impacts there now. So, with that being said, you guys, so those are the areas that we are expecting those hurricane conditions. Tropical storm conditions following in the dark blues here. We are expecting tropical storm force conditions in regard to those winds as well as the overall impacts as tropical storm force. Now, we could see a ton and tons of rainfall. I've seen some areas maybe up to a foot of rain or higher across portions of Puerto Rico here in regard to the system. So this thing is bringing in a lot of heavy rain, so obviously flooding is going to also be a concern. So this thing is going to continue on a northwesterly trajectory over the next several days. We do have actually some tropical storm watches that is in effect across portions here of the southeastern Bahamas. Those are the regions where we got to continue watching for possible tropical storm force conditions down the line. Now, according to the National Hurricane Center, as we track our way up here to around the morning hours of Wednesday, you can see this big old M. That stands for major hurricane. So with that being said, this thing is expected to become a Category 3 hurricane here on the morning of Wednesday. That's what's occurring right now. That's kind of what we are expecting here right now. Like I said, right now it's currently a Category 1 storm here with sustained winds of 80 miles per hour. Now, this thing is going to increase. This thing is going to strengthen as we track away from here on out. So we definitely got to watch it. Now, here in the days 4 through 5 range, this is in the extended range here, guys. Bermuda is kind of right there in the middle of the cone of uncertainty. So obviously the center of the system can track its far west here, far away from Bermuda, or towards Bermuda. Now, all the models, as we are going to see here in a second, do kind of show this thing just right there skimming the side of Bermuda. So Once again, I hate to say it, but Bermuda, I know you just got impacted by Earl, was it? But now, obviously, we have ourselves another potential of a tropical system impacting portions of Bermuda. If it does make landfall, if it does have any issues for Bermuda, you can assure that we will be live for you guys in order to give you all the coverage that's much, much needed. So, but anyways, guys, so just please stay safe out there. We're just going to continue to watch this here over the next several days. Now, in regard to the tropical storm force wind probabilities, you can obviously tell that Bermuda, as we were talking about there, is right in the red, showing a 70 to 80% chance of seeing the tropical storm force winds down the line. So I'd say at this point, it's likely to see tropical storm force winds. Honestly, as we track away even further in time, it would not be surprising if those hurricane force wind probabilities actually increase as well as this system does barrel near. Now, in regard to timing, in regard to when we are expecting those tropical storm force winds to arrive, obviously currently ongoing across the areas here at Puerto Rico, moving into later on tonight, which is already starting to occur with those winds, in regard to later on tonight around 8 o'clock p.m. when we are going live for the severe weather coverage, we should start to see a bit of tropical storm force, if not hurricane force winds here on the portions of the eastern Dominican Republic. So, obviously impacting portions here of the Bahamas kind of around Monday, around the kind of late morning commute, is kind of what we are expecting in regard to those tropical storm force winds, tracking its way up here to the northeast, and obviously eventually kind of what we are seeing is maybe around the early morning hours on Thursday is when we could be starting to see some of those tropical storm force winds approaching portions of Bermuda. As like I said, Bermuda has honestly got to watch out for it. I mean, this is causing catastrophic issues across portions here of the Bahamas, and also, or eventually into the Bahamas, but obviously across portions here of the Caribbean. So obviously we got to continue watching this, my friends. Anyways, my friends, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for today. If y'all didn't enjoy it, make sure you leave a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. This was a quick video I just decided to put together before I head on my trip here for today. Once again, we are going to be setting our live stream here at 1 o'clock, so basically less than an hour for me. It's currently 12:08, so but by the time we get this up, it'll be here within like the next 30 minutes or so. But anyways, my friends, thank you all so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, guys, for daily weather updates and all kinds of live coverages and stuff like that. Anyways, my friends, thank you all so much for watching. Catch you all here in the next one. Peace out.